Welcome to Church of the Chair, where we celebrate all the things we do while seated. I'm your host, E, here with my co-host, Chad Lutzke. We are currently writing a novel together and allowing you guys to watch it. I've also started posting the VODs to the channel because some people don't like watching, for some odd reason, I guess maybe because it doesn't show up in the video list. I've started posting the VODs for people who don't like watching or can't find the lives to actually watch them afterward. So one of those went live today, and they'll be going live basically every other day as long as we're doing them. And also, Chad, I wanted to offer to you, if you want them also, I'll send them over to you in a Dropbox, and you can post them on your own channel or wherever you like if you want to do that. I did the same thing with Mr. Doyle of A Great Undertaking. I sent him the raw file, and you can do whatever the hell you want with it. That way that, people can find us
right
as much as possible, that kind of thing, because I don't have a full crossover. Not everyone who follows me follows you, and vice versa. So anyway, so what we're doing today, hello to people that
if you put my link in the bottom, maybe they would follow me.
God damn it, man. Yeah, I've been meaning to do that. Also, I did the thumbnails, but I forgot to add them to these live videos. But yeah, I know you need to shoot me like when we're done or whatever, or if you want to do it right now, shoot me a link of everything you want down in the description, and I'll go back and retroactively add it to all of them. I don't know if you want your Twitter, if you want bleeding page, or any of that stuff. Whatever you want to promote, I'll share down there. But today, what we're doing is I am going to be writing, and I'm clicked on the wrong one. No more. Okay, now I see it. I was on private chat with Chad. Morning Viking, morning Brad. How y'all doing? I'm going to be writing, and Chad is, if I understood correctly, he wants to go back and try to layer like instant revisions as we're going along. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what we'll do. And I'll be sharing my screen so you guys can see everything that I'm doing. Also, one thing that I was talking to Chad about, let me go ahead and share this screen. I always forget how to do this. Right there. Present.
I'll be right back.
All right. Morning, Derek. Okay, so if you guys can see it, I don't know if you can see it or not, but this is what I wrote. I'm about to read it to you, so don't worry about it. But I'm gonna tell you the problems up front, so you guys can see the problems that I see, that I was reading along. Of course, our main character is a 15-year-old boy. I don't know if we're gonna have him be a reader or whatnot. What his hobbies are. I haven't really got to that. But I think this is way too overwritten for the mind of a 15-year-old, especially, things like moonlighting as an entomologist wet dream. I need a simpler way to get across the same thing. And then there's a part where there's a cockroach stuck in peanut butter coating the spoon and dangles from the side like a mountain climber, writhing languidly. The writhing languidly doesn't work for a 15-year-old, I don't think, either. So I need to do some work getting the voice right, and also at the same time being able to get enough, because we're shooting for 65 to 70,000 words for the publishers that we're looking at, and yeah, Chad's stuff is usually around between 20 and 30 normally.
Yep
Yeah, and my stuff is normally between 50 and 70, like the stuff under the Lorne name. Of course, everything I write nowadays seems to be over 100,000 words, but I guess that's because I like reading my own thoughts. I don't know why I've gotten wordier as I've gotten older. Okay. Sorry. It's telling me I was currently signed in under this account. I'm like, duh, I know I am. All right, so the Sinks to Science experiment. Moonlighting is, I think I can just get rid of all that. The Sinks to Science experiment. Plates fuzzy with mold scattered in both basins. A spoon stands on end in one corner. A cockroach stuck in the peanut butter. Yeah, just get rid of that. A cockroach stuck in the peanut butter dangles from the side like a mountain climber. I'd just do twitching. Dead flies float in a faded and scratched Cool Whip container, their bodies drifting across the gray water that smells vaguely of Hidden Valley. Ooh, but so many days growing up, I had to wash out faded and scratched Cool Whip containers. With my mom would do like both me and my mom would have cucumber salads, and of course we use way too much ranch dressing. So and of course with a Cool Whip container, it's super hard to get anything oily off of plastic. So and we didn't have any other bowls, so they always just kind of faintly reeked of ranch dressing.
Dude, I can relate. I have an 18-year-old kid who lives in the basement, loves ranch, also loves hoarding dishes in his room. Always pours too much ranch. So when he does decide that he wants to bring up his very off-white, almost yellow, coagulated plates, then I know that smell very well.
Yeah. The only thing that's even come close to it, that certain dishwater smell is Jen Bernardini sent me a case of Lester's Fixins, the sodas that novelty sodas you're not really supposed to drink. It's like buffalo flavored, corn flavored, and then ranch. And that soda literally tasted like
dishwater,
like ranch dishwater smelled. It was absolutely disgusting, man. I could barely get it down.
Is it carbonated?
Yeah, fully carbonated, fully carbonated ranch dressing dishwater. It was the nastiest thing in the entire thing. And bacon was pretty bad, but all bacon was a smoke, liquid smoke, in carbonated water. That's all it was, with sugar. So that was pretty off-putting, but none of them were as bad as the ranch. All right, so someone's smashed a moth on the rim of the sink. The halo of dust around its corpse reminds me of the stuff my family vacuums up their noses. I don't mind that so much. It's my day to do that. I think it gets better after this, and I kind of sink back into the voice. That first one was way too, too many fancy words. It's my day to do dishes, which means I have to do a week's worth. No one else does them on their days. 6 people in one double wide make a hell of a mess, especially when I'm the only person who cleans up. Cassidy tries to help, but he's 9. He can reach the sink fine, yet never seems to get the dishes completely clean. The last time he tried, I found a cricket leg plastered to the underside of a ceramic plate. He means well, while everyone else who lives here is just mean. I like that line. I don't know why.
Which line? I don't like the mean part because that's telling and we've already been showing.
I know, but I like that line. He means well, while everyone else is just. I almost said well and mean, but kill you darlings. Kill you darlings. I could just put he means well, but I just leave it.
I don't like the part of everyone else is just mean.
Okay, so just leave the he means well.
Yeah. Because you know what I mean? Because we know everybody is an a-hole here, or at least we're starting to learn that everyone is an a-hole. Also, at the end, I tacked on the the part where he confronts his uncle, like, don't call him Cassie. It's a girl's name. He doesn't like it.
I read that last time.
I thought maybe this would be like he usually doesn't talk like this. He's kind of like, this is him kind of, I've had enough. So I didn't want to paint this picture that this is just him all the time.
Yeah.
It's just like, kind of, that's why it kind of shocks his uncle. He's like, because he usually doesn't, he's not like this confrontational. He's like, I don't want him going out to steal. Stop calling him Cassie. And we could kind of maybe write some stuff in there that kind of reflects that, that to show that this isn't normally him.
Yeah.
But he has had enough, whatever. And then I thought maybe, if you wanted, maybe we could have, because we don't want, what's our guy's name? Shane. Shane doesn't want Cassidy to do the stealing. So
right.
Worst case scenario, maybe he's going to follow him. And so we get to see what Cassidy's doing, but because it's first person, because Cassidy says he can go out and get pizza. Nobody wants pizza.
Right.
But yeah, I thought maybe we could follow him to
Yeah.
add more to this whole like relationship between the two and show more about what's his name, Cassidy.
Yeah. Yeah, we can definitely do that. Just trying to get back into the voice before we jump into this.
We could maybe even have Cassidy do, or not Cassidy, Shane do something to, unbeknownst to Cassidy, because Cassidy thinks he's some kind of ninja. We could have Shane do something that Cassidy doesn't realize just saved his butt, like distracting the clerk, whatever. Like maybe he doesn't even know he's in the store with him. And
Oh yeah.
Shane doesn't like doing the whole thing because he doesn't like the stealing in the first place, whether he gets caught or not. He's just
Right.
I don't like this.
We could have him where he's behind like a poster, like in the window, like he's over on the side, kind of off to the side, and he's able to look in between like the poster and the frame of the window. He's able to watch, and he sees the cashier go for like start to walk out to see Cassidy because Cassidy's the only person in there. So we can have Shane grab a rock or something and kind of step back and chuck it at the window.
I was just gonna say, let's have him pick up a rock and smash one of the windows with.
We're on the same page then. Yeah, I like that. I do like that. All right, stack the dishes. I'm over here just trying to see if I got the rest of this right. I stacked the dishes to the left of the sink and run fresh water. We're out of generic dish soap, but we have the hand soap Cassidy stole from the Burger King on Second. 3 squirts seem like a lot, but isn't, and I barely get that because the bottle is empty. All that's left in the tube attached. All that's left is in the tube attached to the pump. All that's left is in the tube attached to the pump. Okay, that's just my brain. That's not a bad sentence. All right, Uncle Travis slides up beside me as I turn off the tap and dumps his coffee into my fresh dishwater. The brown liquid slips through the cloud of suds and disappears underneath, leaving a fine speckling of browns dotting the suds like black stars in a white night. Hang on here. Suds twice. I don't even know what the fuck else to call it other than suds. My right eye twitches. I don't know if I'm going to use that or not, but I kind of like that as a subtle, just like, fuck. Hurry up with that is all Uncle Travis says before spinning away. He's in a good mood today, and I don't want to ruin it. Yeah, I was thinking this could be the chapter after he snags the dope. So you want to continue with the first chapter, and we want that all to play out with him following Cassidy out to the wherever gas station or whatever he's about to go rob.
And maybe by the time they get home, the uncle's gone.
Right.
Because he's doing his thing.
And then he comes pulling up and whatnot. And music, some Kiss blaring in his truck or something as he comes rolling up. Love gun just blasting from his shitty speakers. Found your lighter, dipshit. I like Aunt Rita already. I mean, I don't like her, but I like the character. All right, screen door opens and the corner of his mouth curls. I can see the black spot where a tooth once was. I made that, but I'm going to have to change this other one because I have both of his, both canines missing. It could just be, if it's corner of his mouth curls. Never mind, just one.
The corner of the uncle's mouth.
Oh, uncle's mouth, okay. I see, we could layer that.
All right, I'm going to go up the top of this and see.
All right.
Now, any changes that I make, I've got no problem doing this if you want me to. Do you want me to highlight anything?
No.
Go through and
everyone I've worked with, we've just kind of trusted each other. And another thing is, you're going to learn this quick about me. You're going to learn it right now. I rewrite so much while I'm going. I don't even remember what I wrote to begin with. So I'm not even going to notice unless something sounds off to me. I'm not even going to notice, and I probably won't even notice whether or not you went back and rewrote something or if it's my original thing that I wrote. So my memory is terrible when it comes to this stuff, and I have no problem getting rid of anything that I have in there. In fact, I was worried about you as far as that was concerned, because I was going back and adding some stuff and tweaking some stuff, like the baby filled belly or whatever that I changed to massive belly bump or whatever I did. So I was worried about that kind of thing too. I didn't want to touch too much of your stuff. I just wanted to add to it.
Okay.
Found your lighter, dipshit. I need to go back and read a little bit more of what you said. Cassie, code.
First or present tense. Present tense.
Yeah. Like they fabric eggs. Sorry. convenience. I knew it. I knew I was going to spell it wrong. I knew I was going to spell it wrong. Fuck you, Google Docs, for correcting me. No, I'm just kidding. hell? Ooh, 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 yeah. Sorry, I just had a great idea. He still has all the gravel from home in his pocket. So I need to go back and add that he slides it into his pocket before he goes to follow Cassidy. And that way he doesn't have to go find something. He already has the gravel in his pocket to throw at the window.
You think that's you think that's enough to smash the window?
Well, not smash. I was just trying to get, some attention. But if you want him to
Okay.
smash it, man, I can definitely have him yank a piece of the cinder block wall.
I was thinking because it's so last minute and it kind of shows. It almost makes like for I think for your average person, smashing a gas station window is kind of a huge deal.
Mhm.
But for him and just the situation he's in, it's another Tuesday.
Okay.
So it's not to say that this is his thing, that he does this kind of thing. It's just like last minute, I got to do something. He's going to get busted. Screw it. I'm freaking grabbing this
Yeah.
whatever it is out here, and I'm chucking it, and
Yeah.
it happens to smash this whole poster, or what, cool
Right.
cigarettes ad or
Yeah.
stand up Sandy or whatever.
I'll do that, but I can even this is where the lengthening comes in. Like I can I can stretch it out as taut as possible. Like I can have him start with like the smaller gravel and it's just not doing anything. It's not getting dude's attention. And he's slowly moving toward Cassidy at the back of the store. So finally he like looks down, sees that maybe, those curbs that stop cars, you know what I'm talking about? I don't even know what they're called. The concrete, like those especially in lower income areas, those things just crumble for whatever reason. I can have him grab a piece of that and chuck it and shatter the window. So I can draw that out.
Okay.
That would definitely put some, because I've already put quite a bit. Oh, never mind. I've only done one page.
I'm adding a lot to what I've already written, so I am just going ahead and I'm highlighting what I wrote. If you wanted to,
I got you.
Yeah, I'm fattening up things that are written quite a lot, and I'm putting some emphasis on the relationship he had with his mother, because we haven't really touched on that, and and with the whole and bringing the whole sound thing more into it. You'll see.
Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna go back and read it once I'm done. I think I need to take a break. I know exactly what I'm gonna write next. I'm gonna go ahead and take 5 or 10 minutes, go use the restroom and get up and walk around, then come back, probably write for at least another hour.
All right. I'll see if anybody's in here who wants to chat.
Yeah, Sean's here.
What's Sean?
A couple different people. I think they're all writing along with us, which is awesome. Yeah. Anywho, muting.
Brad, don't know if you're here still, but looking forward to hanging out with you tomorrow, right? Tomorrow night at 8. You and Hamelin and Mr. J. I think this is where the ball really starts rolling with the the writing. Yeah, he writes so much faster than I do, but he again, he just spills it out. I take way too much time considering the first draft, considering my sentences, even though I end up fixing some of them later. Blue, good morning. It's good to see you here, man. He's taking a break, a restroom break, and we are just I'm fattening up some stuff I wrote yesterday and going to go behind him and revise some stuff that he's writing if it needs revision. So I'm sure it does. It's just a first draft. I guess for those who don't already know, this is a coming of age, kind of grit lit carnival road trip, crime thriller, sort of, I guess, with stolen drugs, potentially finding love, heartache. Tentatively called Planet Caravan. We'll see if that sticks. Anyone has a question, now's a good time, I guess. Unless it's a question for E, which in case this is a horrible time, unless you want to just speak to the chair. Boggle Queen, good morning. Awesome. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. What exactly are you working on in the garden? Blue asks, is it more difficult writing with the audience or writing a little? Dude, absolutely. Yes. Do you feel like it's hindering you in any way? Yesterday, or not that yesterday, the day before, I was the first one to write to write the first I don't know how many 100 words, but that was a little nerve-wracking because we're trying to get as much of this on video as possible, so I didn't have any kind of idea of how I would start it, and I've never written in front of somebody before. I've written where people could see my face, but not actually what I'm typing. So that was a little nerve-wracking, and it did. I would say it did hinder a little bit, but then I muted E and just kind of ignored everybody for a while. It got some writing in. But yeah, it's definitely, it is more difficult. Today isn't because they're watching E and I'm just kind of adding to what I wrote yesterday and going to be, potentially revising little bits here and there of what E has done. So I'm not quite as under the spotlight as he is today, which makes me, he's used to it. I am not. And he has more of a, like a kind of word diarrhea thing that he does, where I do a very clean first draft. So he writes way faster than I do. OMG, just found a butterfly crystals hanging on a green bean plant. That's awesome. That Hallmark movie brought up on Final Guys might to be watched, Chad. I'll probably wait till Tubi picks it up. Yeah, all right, Sean. What can I say, man? I dug it. Didn't have a lot to bring to the table last Tuesday, so what the heck?
Hey, Blue. Is it more
I will be watching
writing alone? Do you feel like it's hindering you in any way? Not me, but I can see how some people. I think Chad said it was a little anxiety-inducing the first time, but
yeah, I just answered.
Okay. How you doing, Blue? Let's see here. Where you been shopping for books around here now that Books A Million's closed and Trading Books is gone? I'm about to get back into this, but I want to see where you've been getting your swag loot from.
I'll tell you where I've been, dude. Ever since you told me about Book Outlet, dude, I've made 3 orders, about $40, $40 a piece, maybe. But it's great though, because I'm not on Amazon, so I'm not being recommended anything, and I'm finding stuff that almost everything I bought, with the exception of like maybe Flowers in the Attic and something else, has been like just, oh, I love that cover. I can tell that that's my kind of thing. And I'm not a big synopsis guy, but I have been kind of, just kind of like reading parts of the synopsis, just kind of like skimming through a few of them. And I've got a lot of books. Yeah, probably like maybe 15 to 20 of them in the past since you mentioned it.
Yeah. Mostly online. I hate having a good place to browse nearby. Yeah, me too. But I've been doing the same thing Chad's been doing, which is Book Outlet. And what I'm finding over there is I have a huge list over on Amazon, dating all the way back to like 2017. And it's all the books that I'm on the fence about. And I found every single one of them. They're all like, over $10 on Amazon. You go over to Book Outlet, and I found every single one of the ones that I've been on the fence about for like, anywhere between $3.99 and $6.99. So yeah, I've done 5 orders. Also, I had a friend that kept sending me gift cards for over there. The first 3 were all gift cards, and then my 4th order that I did a book haul for, and that wasn't live. That one I bought with all the points that I had racked up using the gift cards. So all I had to do was pay for shipping.
If you
No,
want
not
to find
tax.
where is it?
Well, that's cool, Blue.
VJ Books. I also been hit. I hit that VJ Books. I can't remember who turned me onto that. Was it you, or did I tell you about it?
EGA books?
No, VJ Books.
VJ books. I don't think you've even told me about.
No, it was Jeff Terry told me about that. It's a ton of signed books for cheap. I got a first edition hardcover of Freezer Burn for $15. Signed. Lansdale.
Holy shit.
Yeah, they got a bunch of stuff.
VJ books. The JJ books.
Yeah, wrong kind of bookstore.
Wrong kind of bookstore. All right, I got a bookmark. Oh, ooh. Black Friday in July. How are you doing? Yeah, I'll check that out later. We got work to do. This is not a book buying stream, damn it.
Nope, got distracted. Thanks, Blue.
Yeah, shame on you, Blue. Distracting me.
Hey,
Yeah.
I was just thinking. I just noticed you started writing the curve thing. What do you think sounds? What do you think sounds best? The a piece of curb, like a big smashing the entire window, or like a glass bottle, because this is 89, so or a glass bottle that shatters but spider webs the window.
We can do that. Yeah, let me.
Like something that's got just some swill with a cigarette butt in the bottom of it that's sitting on the like the gas pump. Is this a convenience store, right? Not a gas station?
Yeah, it's like what I was talking about yesterday, like a liquor store, but it has grocery items and things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep what I got, but I'm gonna put the bottle in between, like the laying beside it, like he can just to add a little more there. Like he has a choice to make between the bottle and the whatever.
Okay.
And if you don't like it, we can change it later. But hang on. Don't make it a Zima bottle. I've seen more Zima bottles out front of stores than I have beer bottles. Anyways, at least where I grew up. For some odd reason, people throw them shits everywhere. Plus, it's clear, so he'll be able to see the cigarette floating inside. Okay. Why can't I type sync today? I've typed inks. I've typed wink. I can't get the fucking word right to say. I can't even talk. Boy, you've been chunking it up for real. Look at you go. Holy shit. I'll dig it. I'll read it here in a second.
All right.
All right, let's see here. want to say this. It's just going to bother me that I don't have this. Okay, there we go. Tuesday. All right. Hey, Jimmy. Did they have those magnetic door locks back in the day to trap him inside by pushing a button, stop the cousin getting out? No, they didn't. I know. I shoplifted a lot back then, and none of the stores that I went into had those. And we're working we're working in '89 is the assumed year. So while they might have existed back then, most of the liquor stores I shoplifted at didn't have them.
I'm back. My wife was FaceTiming me.
Yeah, I saw your comment. I'm good for now with what I've written. I need to go back and read what you've layered. See all this. We got a nice chunky chapter. Very nice chunky chapter. And I was thinking about a scene maybe in the next or even the next one. I don't know if you're cool with this or not, but I'm just going to go ahead and throw it on the table anyways. What if the liquor store guy called the cops about the broken window, as of course he would, and he actually has like CCTV footage of Shane, but not Cassidy. Let's say he's got, I don't know, for whatever reason, they specifically knows about Shane. The cops that pop up know specifically about Shane because let's say they were the one who brought him over to live with the aunt and uncle or whatever, and they know his face from the camera. They show up, which causes somehow they end up leaving without taking Shane, and I don't know how we can get to that part, but it would be kind of to instigate maybe an abusive situation with his uncle or something that would spur him to go ahead and just take the coke and get the fuck out. I don't know. It's just an idea. I'm trying to think of a catalyst for the final straw. You know, the straw that breaks Shane's back, kind of deal.
Well, I figured that would be bringing that kilo of cocaine into the house, and the fact that he is he meets this girl who's like, basically, I've been in a similar situation. I've freaking bailed, and he looks at this carnival thing is just like, because he's never been to one. He's like, this is, I love this. Okay. I love this feeling.
And I remember that part, but getting him to the carnival to begin with, I'm trying to just naturally. I mean, because they're broke. They obviously. Well, we were going to use.
Sorry, Mom.
You're all right. You're all right.
1 second, man.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Jimmy. But Chad's right. He wanted to use the catalyst being, meeting Shenna and kind of falling for her on the spot. Just the idea of the carnival and everything. And I love that idea. But I guess I'm thinking too much about how we would actually get him to the carnival. Like, what would be maybe I should go back and add a poster on the front of the store for the carnival being in town. That might be cool. Anyways, I need to go back and read what Chad has layered.
Okay.
I love that. JR, you J what? We got a Dallas reference and everything? Oh, that's cool. Tearing up the boughs of a hollow pumpkin in the fall. Smell of autumn, crisp and earthy. Sitcoms with their obligatory haunt-themed episodes and the taste of Reese's on my tongue. Fuck yeah, dude. Put the fucking thing right there on the TV and now it's gone. One of the hamster cage ones. Hamster piss on his hands. Yeah, I'd already read this. I would 100%. Yeah. I'm invested as a reader now.
Gonna be a lot of that.
Yeah. I like that. 9 years old is maybe a little too old for believing in the tooth fairy, but he needs it. I love that. That's sexy. That's real sexy.
Yeah, I haven't gotten too much farther than that, so
God damn, we got a significant fucking chapter for what we normally do. That is very good. All right, and yeah, all the stuff at the, I mean, we could easily do 10-page chapters, at least in rough manuscript form. Not that I'm saying we need to shoot for that, but yeah, I think with us together, it's not going to be any problem to pad this out interestingly, and not just load it with filler. We already got, well, I know we got a lot of other stuff written here, but we already got 4675 words, and I would say what we have here is about 2,000. I don't know if we can check. I can always copy and paste and throw it in a Word.
We have 1,150 words in notes.
Gotcha.
Down at the bottom. So looks like we got maybe 36, 30. Yeah, so we got like 34, 3,500.
Yeah, cool.
Written.
I knew it was over 2,000. Let's see here. Yeah, I moved this later scene. I added this later scene, so I can get rid of that, and then we just have your later scene that you want to use. So, yeah, that's good.
Sorry, my wife was.
Oh, you're fine, dude.
Life have milk there.
Gonna interrupt. It's not even really an interruption because I think I'm good for the day.
Oh, I didn't see it in here.
If you want to keep going, I just need a break.
No, I got 4 Milky Ways.
Oh yeah. Okay, sorry. I'm back.
You're all right. All right. If you want to do more, like if you want to layer or whatever, I think I'm good for as far as output today. But if you want to do more, then all I need is a break. Unless you want to go ahead and call it for today. And
I gotta get lunch in. I mean, if you want to do another one later so that we can knock more of this out, I can do that. But
all right. I'm free the rest of the day. It doesn't really matter to me. Also, are we doing tomorrow? I don't have shit on my plate for tomorrow.
I'm doing the what's that? Paper cuts, but that's not till 8.
Right. So I mean, if you want to do it tomorrow morning, I'm completely fine with that. The only other day I can't do would be Sunday. I don't like streaming twice on Sundays. I did it this last one because I really wanted to get started with this project. But yeah, Sunday afternoons are usually my chill time before game night. So I would say Sunday is probably the only day that I won't be able to do it. I don't have any other appointments or anything until September. Okay. So, but yeah, I will be in contact with you through text, and we can decide whether or not we want to do something later on. But tentatively, right now, I'm 100% fine. But I don't know how my back is going to act in the next couple hours. So I'll be in contact with you then. But yeah, anybody got any questions or anything before we go? Just want to check in with you guys. I know there's a lot of you actually working while we're working. So give it a minute to see if they got any questions or any comments.
You ever had the listing for Foster Homes and Flies on Goodread is now the version from Spain with the cover from Spain, and I don't.
Oh, the first one that pops up. You're welcome, Viking.
Well, at least the ones when I go to my author dashboard and I look at my books, it's just it's just the Spanish version. De hogueras, de acogera y moscas.
I don't know I don't know how that works, but I do know Librarian Pals. If you want to get that changed, they might be able to figure it out. But usually, what happens, what I've seen, to the detriment of the books, I feel, is that the very first cover you upload is the one. I'm not saying this happened with yours. I'm finding what you're saying here weird because I've never seen it happen. But I hate that the cover for Bay's End that shows up first is the very first cover that I never actually used for the book. Like, it was never available in that black thing with the candle or the match on it. Yeah. I never was that ever used. That I just uploaded that to Goodreads while it was still in editing, and someone else was working on a cover, and I thought I could go back at any point in time and change it, and I couldn't. So I got stuck with that image showing up.
There's a way you can. It'll always stay on there, but there's a way that you can go in and change the cover to like you want this one to show. But I don't know if it's just if it only changes it for you, or if it changes it for everybody else. But this is the whole title and everything, and I don't know.
That's crazy.
I also noticed that Goodreads, the way that they have their, like, if you go to your author dashboard and you click through, I think I've got like 15 pages of either books that I've written or that I'm in or whatever that have my name listed, and they have stuff in the first couple pages that like has 0 ratings or from like an Antho or something like that. I don't know. There's no like popularity to them or relevancy whatsoever. So there used to sort of be, and I noticed when I would have a new release, it would start in page 4 or 5 or so, and then it would end up on like, as it got more attention and more ratings. Now it's freaking all over the place.
Yeah, I don't know how their algorithm works in that way whatsoever. It makes absolutely no fucking sense. When I was doing Cruelty as serial episodes, for the longest time, the very first book that popped up was Cruelty episode 4. It was the very first thing on my list of books, and it had nothing, like you said, it has nothing to do with popularity, rankings, ratings, any of that stuff, or the amount of reviews, and it wasn't even the newest thing. But for a while there, when you searched me up, the very first book was Cruelty episode 4, and it was funny because that one episode sold quite a bit because it was the first one on there. I don't know why people would go out and just buy episode 4, but anyways, that was the one. So it does help if you manage to get a book that you need to sell up there at the top. It does help, but when it's the fourth book in a 10 novelette series, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I am happy with what we got done. We finished.
And I gotta go through. I haven't, because I'm in the mindset. I was, still in from the beginning, so I haven't read a whole lot of what you've written yet.
Fine. I'm sure you're going to change quite a bit of it, and I'm perfectly fine with all that. And I like the way you layered yourself. So just have fun layering my stuff too. And if you want to put in more of that, the references to like his past and whatnot, that's really good. Like mentioning mom and all that. That's really cool. Where the good sounds and the bad sounds and these things come from in his head. I do like the way you described that right up front. So, all right, man. Well, I will be in contact later on today. I will text you. But everyone, thanks for joining us. This is a blast, just like all the rest of them. I think I want to keep this pretty much to like 2-hour sessions. Like even if we did go over to start another one, just because it's easy. I don't know. It just feels good between an hour and 2 hours. Also, that's pretty much all my back can handle these days. But yeah, so we'll be back tomorrow, same time. All that 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, 10 a.m. Eastern. Sorry. But yeah, thanks for joining us. And until next time, all hail the chair. Do, 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 do.